welcome to the Oriire podcast, the podcast that tells African stories. I'm Ceci.
And I'm Halima. And on today's episode, we're going to be talking about beans in Yorubaland.
AKA Ewa.
Yeah, that's the Yoruba name for beans. Okay, so hi Ceci, how are you today?
I'm good, I'm all right. How you doing?
I'm good as well. Good.
I'm excited about this topic. I'm a big fan of beans.
I mean, the only kind of beans I like is ewa going, but let's just go ahead. So, yeah. Okay, only might be a stretch. I like moi moi, I like akara as well, but that's it.
So there's the regular stewed beans. Mm-hmm. So Nigerians eat beans stewed in like palm oil and cooked on the stove until it's very soft and delicious. And they eat that with plantains or bread, specifically agege bread, which is a soft type of bread. There's moi moi, which is like blended and steamed beans. There's akara, which is blended and fried beans. There's ewagoe, which is just like boiled beans with a spicy pepper sauce, which is delicious. Eaten with
very
bread.
Nice. Mm-hmm.
So nice. There's begiri, which is a stew. It's cooked peeled beans in a stew with ewedu. I think they eat ewedu with it, and amala only. It must be amala or nothing. Then there's ekuru, which is similar to eko, which is what do you call it really? It's just basically it's beans and it's cooked until it's congealed. Some people say it's like moi moi, but it's white beans. And then they boil it, they put it in a shape. They blend it, they boil it, they form a shape, and then it does it.
I don't even know what ekuru is. That's what I'm
not sure I'm describing it well, Sha. So please Google it. It's spelled EKURU. And it's like the white version of moi moi.
Yeah, and in the Yoruba land of like the Yoruba part of Nigeria, well, the Yoruba speaking part of Nigeria, we have different types of beans. So there's the white beans, and then there's the brown beans, I guess. So I think the brown one is called ewa oloyin. I think that's honey beans. I think I'm saying the wrong thing. The brown beans is the ewa oloyin, right?
I know ewa oloyin is brown, but I don't know if that's the only brown beans.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
There are various species of beans, by the way.
Yeah. For those of us in the diaspora who find it hard to get the Nigerian beans or the ewa oloyin, you can use black-eyed peas in a pinch. I know I do. And that works fine when you can't find the real thing.
So the way we make beans in the Yoruba part of Nigeria, it has to be kind of very spicy. I think it depends on people's preferences, but most times, like 90% of the time, it's super spicy. We like spicy food.
The spicier it is, the better it tastes. Yep. What's that thing they say in Yoruba? Somebody that doesn't eat pepper is dead or something. What's it? Oh. If Missy was here, he would know.
Honestly, I don't know.
There's a saying, Sha, that if you don't eat pepper, are you really there? Are you really alive? Otherwise,
the one I know is ikoko tobajino or something. Only ata tomata or something. I think I'm saying the wrong proverb, but it's something with like the hotter you eat something, the like sweeter your life is or something. There's like a proverb. Yeah.
So that means the person with like the brave person is the one that can eat pepper, or the person with hearts.
Yeah,
that's the person that can eat pepper.
True. So what's your favorite like bean meal?
That is such a difficult question. Beans is such an amazing and transformational. Is it a plant? What do you call it first?
I like how excited Ceci gets when she speaks about food.
Food is my favorite topic. Yes, beans is an amazing and transformational seed. It is delicious in all its forms. You can't even qualify. And, there's so many ways to make this beans delicious. Every single one of them is deserving of its own accolade. You must give each of them their own accolade. They just how can you transform it? So when you blend it, you boil it. You blend it, you fry it. You blend it, you make stew with it.
It's a very versatile food grain, by the way, you guys.
It's a seed, though. I just googled it. It says beans is a seed.
It's a
bean
seed.
is a seed. Apparently.
I thought it was a grain.
Yes, it's so confusing. Anyway, Sha,
Mm-hmm.
as long as it's delicious, that's what's important.
Yeah. I think my favorite kind is, I think I said it at the beginning of this episode, but is ewagoyin. So I miss ewagoyin now that I'm thinking about it. So
Same. It's really hard to find. Yes, I was even telling Halima the other time that I've been trying to make ewagoyin. I'm trying to recreate it. So making the beans part, that one is easy. You just boil the beans, boil it. But the agoyin part, the stew, I wonder if any viewers can assist me with this, because they told me you cannot blend normal ata. You must blend, what do they call that pepper? One dry pepper like this. Google has the answer.
pepper.
Please wait, viewers. Cameroon pepper. And I went to the African store and I bought this dried Cameroon pepper. Everyone was like, yes, just blend it. I blended it. It was just a powdery mess. I don't understand how people make this thing. I followed internet recipes. It did not turn out good. Internet recipes were even telling me different things. Somebody said I should use 3/4 cup of chili. And I'm just like, is this chili? Is it the same one that I have in this place? Or do you mean ata? Or do you mean pepper? What do you mean by chili exactly? I don't know. Even they don't know. So I wonder if anybody really knows how to make this ewagoyin except those women in bukas. Maybe that's the only place you can really get.
I was going to say that now, that I've never seen anyone sit down and make ewagoyin at home. People just buy it. In my head, ewagoyin is just one of those things you just buy. I can't imagine myself Googling how do I make ewagoyin.
We never made it in my house.
Same. I think it's just something you buy. And well, I don't know if you guys know how to make it. Just send that to Ceci.
Please, I'm begging you. Please, on Instagram, we are Oriire_Africa, ORIIRE. If you have a good recipe, please send to me, because you know when you have a craving and you just can't even think until you eat that thing. And that day, I was so disappointed. I was trying and it just turned out horrible. And, if I do say so myself, I'm not a bad cook. So I was very upset that day and offended with myself.
I think beans has been in the Yoruba part of Nigeria for a long time now. I think it's one of those ancient grains that we don't really know the origin, or no one has ever thought to compile it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I also wonder about the origin of beans. And I know that it even bleeds into... somebody said beans is a legume, not a seed. Please, what is the difference? All those agricultural children, please tell us. A legume?
I'm just going to conclude that beans is a grain. For me,
it's not a grain, no. It's not a grain, no. You are very far off.
So what's beans? Seed.
Wait, they said a legume is the fruit or seed. Okay, no.
Seed?
Of a plant. So we were right. Please, people should not confuse me.
So wait, beans is what?
Beans is a seed. It's a seed. Okay?
Oh, okay.
That's what it is. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So let's move on from ewagoyin to another iteration of beans. Let us talk about moi moi. Moi moi is an MVP. Moi moi is a superstar. Moi moi is a meal on its own. Moi moi is a side dish. Moi moi has many faces. Moi moi, they make it in the leaf. Some people bake it. Me, I bake my own because I can't bother to be wrapping leaf. Some people boil it in the leaf. Some people boil it in those tins, metal, those little tins. Some people do it in plastic bags. It's so versatile. And it's so easy to make it delicious. And actually, moi moi is very easy to make. I don't know if you knew that. I recently understood
so the
that
thing
moi
is
moi is very easy to make.
Why I'm not talking much is because moi moi and beans is not something I go out of my way to make. If no one makes beans, I will just forget about beans. It's not something that I don't know. I can't remember the last time I made moi moi. It's just nah.
I mean, I love moi moi in this house. There are some moi moi lovers in my house that will eat. If you make 12 moi moi, they will eat all the moi moi in the same day. So how can you eat moi moi? Some people eat moi moi with gari as a meal. Some people eat just moi moi. Moi moi is a side for jollof rice, and we all know.
Tell them how moi moi is made. I think you just like.
We're coming to that.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So in events, if you go to a Yoruba wedding and they give you jollof rice, you know that there must be moi moi on the side. Otherwise, it's incomplete. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So it's also a side dish. Now, let's talk about how to make moi moi. I'll tell you this because I do it all the time. It's very simple. All you need to do is soak your beans. Now, and then you peel the beans and then you blend the beans. But as for me, I will tell you a hack. Me, I don't soak, I don't peel beans in this my life because they did not bring me to this life to be doing wahala like that. Me, I buy the beans already peeled because I don't know why you'll be disturbing yourself when somebody has solved the problem for you. I always say outsource your labor, please. Nobody brought you here to do stuff ahead.
Yeah, if you want an even lazier version or lazier hack,
don't even peel it.
They sell beans powder. So just buy that one and put water and then just make your moi moi.
Well, I have to tell you about the beans powder. I personally tried that and it has not turned out good. It just turns out like a weird texture. But do you know another hack? Don't even peel it. You don't have to. If your blender is good, no one will even notice anything. So you take those beans, you soak them. You put some red bell pepper and some habanero, or what's the other name for habanero?
That's the name, habanero.
Okay, some habanero peppers, aka ata, and you blend it together with onions.
An onion as well. Yeah.
Yes, with onions. Then you blend it until it's very, very smooth. So you need a good blender. That's what's important when you're making moi moi. And then you bring it out. You add hot water, Maggi and salt to taste. Some people at this stage add whatever they like. Me, I simply add boiled eggs. That's my preferred filling. I know lots of people have all kinds of filling, corned beef.
Yeah, some people also add like fish. Some people add sausages. People do the most.
Sausages?
Yes,
I've never heard of that.
They just put random things, and I'm like, is it that deep? It's just moi moi.
Me, I feel like egg and fish are the only acceptable fillings. Outside of that,
I think only egg, honestly, because I don't like fish bones. Like, I don't like seeing fish bones.
Yeah, you have to remove the
just
bones
puts me off. Yeah. So just leave eggs in moi moi. That's it.
So you boil. Before you have blended everything, you should have boiled your eggs beforehand. Eggs are really the easiest filling. So then, when you are doing this, then you pour out your filling. Now, I don't know how to do the leaf wrapping. That one you have to, ask the internet, ask Google. I don't know.
Okay, so for the leaf wrapping one, you need banana leaves. Then
yes,
I don't know the shape, but I've told you people the type of leaf you should get. So banana leaves.
Just go from there. Go to YouTube. Yeah. Go to Sisi Yemi. She knows everything. She will tell you what to do. She's amazing. Yes. She taught me so many things. I love that lady. Let me shout her out. I'm sure she's never heard of us, but hi, Sisi Yemi, we love you.
Oh wait, yeah, I love you, Sisi Yemi, as well. You saved my life like countless times. So
anyway, what I can tell you guys is how to bake the moi moi. So you get your little tins and you pour the moi moi in. Like you leave a little bit of room at the top. Then you put in your egg until the egg goes inside and it's covered. Then you get your baking tray. I like to pour hot water in the baking tray while I've preheated my oven. And then I arrange the tiny, tiny moi moi cups inside and cover the whole thing with foil and bake it for a few minutes. And then you just stick a knife in it when you know it's done. And the knife comes out clean or relatively clean.
Your moi moi is ready.
Yes, guys. So easy, so simple. That is it for moi moi. We're like giving you guys some gems here, you know. This is a cookbook.
It really is. And then for akara, the only difference is that instead of baking it, you fry it. That's it. It's the same method and everything. You
but wash your hot beans. Water, and not too much pepper.
I warned you guys, don't take cooking advice from me. Okay, Ceci, can you tell us like how to make akara?
It's actually very similar. You blend your beans. Some people don't even add any pepper except like the habanero pepper. Some people don't add any red pepper at all because they don't want any color. You just with very, very little water. That's the thing for akara, because if you add too much water in akara, the whole thing will fall apart when you're frying it, and that's so tragic, let me tell you guys. So don't add too much water. Just blend the beans and let it, be as smooth as possible. This one, you have to peel it. There's no hack to it. You have to use peeled beans. You can't use unpeeled beans to do akara. Believe me, I have tried it. So I can tell you with confidence that you need to buy peeled beans if you want to make akara, or peel your own beans yourself if you like stuff ahead. Then, add your pepper. Then instead of blending onions, it's better if you chop your onions up really, really tiny. And then you mix it, you season it, and you take it in scoops, fry it. Now, I know some people that add all kinds of things. Like some people add egg. That one, I've never understood it. But
why would you add egg to akara?
I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't know, but some people do it. I'm sure if you look on the internet, there are recipes saying add egg. So I will not dispute that it's possible. Me, I just don't know that one. You're welcome.
Akara is one of those foods that I feel like it should just remain like a street food, if that makes sense. Like, akara is majorly sold on the streets, like in Nigeria, to be precise. Like most people if you want to get akara, like, I don't know, in my house, it's not like my mom just does not make akara like that. It's something we just buy. Do you think when you're in Nigeria or something, how do you get akara?
So to be honest, in my own house, we make akara on Saturdays. Otherwise, there'll be riots. But I also get akara on the street. In fact, I have some. If I tell you guys about my Lagos street food chronicles, one day, Ceci just wakes up with cravings, like random cravings. Like that day, I really, really need boiled corn or I'm die. I need akara today or I'm die. And I will go all over that Lagos to give. And you can only find akara if you wake up at the butt crack of the morning and go to all
very, very early.
So all these corner places for all these ladies who are making akara. But you can't wake up too early and you can't wake up too late, because either you won't find it or the person has not started yet, unless you want to go and park there and wait for them to come and make the akara. It's actually, and then the day you really need the akara, the lady, she doesn't come. Who knows why?
Or another hack, you guys, you can be like my mom, just be best friends with the akara person and then just call the person to leave so amount of akara for you. Then
I think that's what I need to do. That's what I need to do in this life.
You have to be loyal to your akara vendor.
You're very right. You're very right.
Then I think another popular one is stewed beans.
That one is the most popular, I think. Yeah. I feel like every house, they make beans like in the morning of Saturdays. I don't know. In Nigeria, there's some unwritten rules for food. I don't know, is it Saturday or Friday? Where like at least once a week, I think it's because a lot of our parents at some point were obsessed with food timetables. I don't know if it's only me. And we had this timetable in our house. So okay, you're waking up Sunday afternoon jollof, Sunday morning yama egg. Friday or Saturday, I don't know, beans in the morning.
I think it was a thing, but in my house it wasn't a thing because my mom, she's a very spontaneous person. I think I get that trait from her. So we never had full timetables, and I'm even sure if we had one, we'll never have followed it.
To be honest, we hardly ever followed it, but it just became such a thing that Saturday and Sunday one especially is a thing that is kind of sacred. Before you even wake up on Sunday morning, they've already boiled the yam. It's there. You are eating yam. Whether you eat it with your father, you want to fry your egg, you want to eat it with stew, that's your business. But that yam, you must eat it.
So stewed beans, have we said how people can prepare stewed beans?
I don't even think I need to describe the process to you guys. You can just Google it. It's actually it's the easiest because there's no blending involved. Yeah, simply just boil beans with water. When it's boiled, add your palm oil, your seasonings, your crayfish. Crayfish is very important. A lot of people neglect crayfish, and I want you guys to know that you shouldn't do this because crayfish is an important building block of a lot of Nigerian dishes. You need to put crayfish in your beans, okay? I've told you now. You learn from me. I feel like I'm high, People will be like, "Is Ceci drunk?" For this episode, what's wrong?
I'm shook as well.
Food just really excites me now because I'm now thinking of how I'm going to eat after this. Emisi has just contributed to this conversation. He said some people say they don't put salt in their beans. I don't understand this. Personally, I don't know. How will it taste? Unless you maybe I don't guess. Like I don't understand. It doesn't compute.
Why would you put salt?
I'm confused. Thank you for that contribution. Those people, I want to tell you that I'm sorry, and I hope you find your way.
Salt. That's interesting. I really want to try those people's beans one day. Like, how would that taste?
I mean, I understand if you have a medical condition, or since he thinks it's Maggi, actually. Even then, okay, maybe Maggi. But for that salt, I understand if you have a medical condition, but otherwise, I feel like salt is the building block of food. When you're making food, onions, you put onions, you fry your onions, sometimes garlic, and salt. You have to have salt. Otherwise, what really is the point? If it is Maggi, I kind of understand, because also people are against that, like MSG, whatever. First of all, MSG is fine. It's all crap. There's nothing wrong with MSG.
Okay, Dr. Ceci.
I'm telling you, people, Google it, okay? It was all a lie. There's nothing wrong with MSG. Sometimes eat MSG is okay. But yeah, I guess Maggi has a high concentration of something or other, and some people don't recommend it. You can still make food that tastes delicious without Maggi. But personally, they always say, oh, Maggi is a crutch. Okay, let me crutch it because let my food bang, man. What's all this?
Yeah, so I think that's about it on beans, right?
We still have begiri and
Okay, so do you want to tell us how to make begiri?
I don't know how to make begiri.
Like, yeah, it's mostly eating with swallows, like you said. So amala. Yeah, precisely.
I don't know how to make
blended beans, honestly, because it's very watery. I don't like begiri. I can't eat begiri. I'm sorry to everyone that loves begiri, but I can't eat it.
It is blended peeled beans, I believe. I am personally not a fan as well. But to be honest, maybe I've never tasted amazing begiri, so it's on me. Maybe one day I will taste it and my life will change. But for now, I can say I'm not a fan. And I don't know how to make it. So that one, you will have to rely on Google and not test it today. Yeah. Finally, ekuru, which I also don't know how to make, is made with white beans and it's kind of made similarly to moi moi. Don't know, we should have brought somebody to be an expert on ekuru on the channel, but yeah.
I feel like your sufficient knowledge for beans. You have given us so much wisdom. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alrighty then. So we have come to the end of this episode.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. Usually I'm not this animated, but I guess beans really inspired me. Next time we should talk about like egusi and I will also be similarly inspired.
I don't like egusi, melon. I do not like egusi.
Guys, before I have a breakdown, I think we should end this here.
All right, guys, don't forget to leave a comment. I think subscribe. It's now follow first. I think
follow.
Recently updated. I don't know. Either subscribe or follow any of
all of them.
Yeah. And then check us out on Instagram and Twitter at Oriire_Africa. So Oriire is spelled ORIIRE _Africa. I'm so sorry, you people. I'm on a juice cleanse and my brain is not working properly. I've been thinking about food since yesterday.
That explains so much. That's why you're so sad this episode, because you can't eat the bean.
I should not try this juice cleanse when you have something important to do. Okay, so Oriire is spelled ORIIRE_Africa. That's yes. Then follow check out our website at oriire.com. So bye everyone.
Bye. Thanks for listening.